The mission of mine to get the word out about diabetes is that I've been going through it for 22 years. Lost my mother, my aunts and uncles to amputation, blindness, and so many other things that I knew when I was diagnosed. I had to spread the word. I changed everything. Changed my way of living, eating, and thinking.
Well, it is National Diabetes Awareness Month. Music icon Patti LaBelle, just one of over 415 million people worldwide who suffer from the disease. The Centers for Disease Control finds that over 84 million Americans have the condition known as prediabetes, the precursor to the actual disease. Even more troubling, more than 90% with prediabetes have no idea of its presence. Joining us right now is Dr. Mikhail Varshavski, also known as Dr. Mike, and he's going to talk to us about what some of the prediabetes warning signs are. Great to see you, sir.
Yes, absolutely. I think a good place here to start would be to talk about what diabetes is, because I often tell patients that, we're screening for this illness, but they don't even know what we're screening for. Diabetes is your body's inability to properly manage the sugar. When there's high sugar amounts in your blood, the body's natural response is to secrete a hormone called insulin. Insulin then takes the blood away from the sugar and puts it into its organs, puts it into storage, makes it useful. Those who are diabetic, insulin is either ineffective or non-existent, depending on the type of diabetic that you are. Type 1 diabetes is autoimmune diabetes, which is mostly something that you're born with, and your own body attacks the cells that create the insulin, therefore you become diabetic. Type 2 diabetes is actually self-caused. And a lot of people, 70 to 80%, have developed type 2 diabetes on their own because of their lifestyle. They're overweight, they eat poorly, they don't exercise, and because of these factors, they develop type 2 diabetes.
Wow. Give us the symptoms and what people need to be doing.
So, my worry is that symptoms are too late. Once you already have the symptoms, that means the disease has already progressed. So there are things we can do to prevent this. I mean, if I tell you there's a very serious disease that causes sudden cardiac death in young people and older people, raises your cardiac risk to have a heart attack by 10 times, and you could prevent it 70% of the time with these simple 2-3 factors, you should be doing those 3 factors.
And once you get type 2 diabetes, if you start changing your diet, you start getting healthier, it can go away?
No. So once you're already a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, you are diabetic for life. You can manage it, you can control it. Some people do a very good job managing it with just lifestyle changes, but you will always have an increased risk for cardiac disease. Wow. And that's scary.
Okay, I'm not signing up for any lifestyle changes here, but if I wanted to, what would be the dietary change?
So diet, most important thing that you can make a change with. You want to watch the amount of sugars that you take in, but it's not as simple as just talking about sugar. There's other factors at play here. If you have a diet rich in saturated fat, you need to make a change there as well. So I like to give a very basic rule for diet changes that helps with everything, not just diabetes, with weight loss, because that's what's key here. You have a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. That's the main part of your diet. And then you have fish, nuts, lean meats in small amounts throughout the diet to give you that flavor.
Also, cut out sodas. Don't ever have a soda. Just cut sodas out.
Quick question. I saw the list of prediabetes symptoms.
Yes.
Anybody could say that I'm not sleeping enough or I don't have enough. So tell me, when do you go to the doctor and say, test me for this?
Well, usually I don't have a beard. And the reason why today I have a beard is because this month is not only Diabetes Awareness Month, but also Movember. And the idea is that
Movember meaning?
Movember meaning that it's Men's Health Awareness Month.
Okay.
Because we need to go see, this is not even just for men, but for women as well. The key is to go have your annual screenings so that you can get checked for your blood sugar elevations.
Once a year.
Once a year at least. If you're already diagnosed or you're pre-diabetic, you should go more often.
Yeah.
But if you go for those initial screenings, you don't need to worry as much about the symptoms. But like you said, the symptoms are really, they're vague. They don't give a good explanation. Frequent thirst, frequent urination,
well, we
fatigue.
know that sugar is the enemy, though.
Yes, and it's
that's why you say give away. Stop with the soda.
Yeah, stop with the soda. High fructose corn syrup is terrible for you, and it's a shame that actually you're doing a good thing in growing the beard, but it cost you your title this year in the sexiest doctor alive situation. I'm sorry about that.
The sexiest man alive?
Yeah, no, he got sexiest doctor.
Yeah, yes,
right.
Sexiest doctor alive by
But it was for a good cause.
Yes,
and actually, Movember's supposed to be a stash.
Yes,
so
it is supposed to be a stash, but
probably didn't.
When I do the stash, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, more Tom Selleck.
So you did it all.
I did the whole thing, yes.
Okay. Funny that you knew that. Dr. Mike, great advice.
Yes.
Thank you so much.